court lifts IPOB ban, awards Kano 80 billion naira. Wow. I know that this is the second time this is happening. The first time a court had actually declared Nnamdi Kanu free, and also said that no court should entertain the case again because it was a case that infringes on his rights as human rights. Okay, but federal government under Buhari that time and under Malami as Attorney General of the Federation refused to obey that court order and the judgment, and they tried to appeal it. Okay, so now until Buhari left, they didn't remove Kanu from the DSS dungeon. Right now, another court in Enugu has declared Nnamdi Kanu free, awarded 80 billion naira fines for government to pay him that compensation. At the same time, lifted the ban on IPOB, declaring IPOB as terrorist organization. That has been removed now. It is a self-determination group and not a terrorist group. Okay, so they are agitating for self-determination and not a terrorist group. That court in Enugu has ruled now. But let's dive into the details and see what more. Justice A.O. Onovo of the Enugu State High Court on Thursday declared the proscription of the indigenous people of Biafra by the Southeast Governors Forum as illegal, unconstitutional, null and void. Okay. The Punch had reported that in 2017, the Southeast Governors Forum, led by former Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State, proscribed IPOB activities. The development led to the federal government listing IPOB as a terror organization 3 days later. However, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, through his counsel, Mr. Aloy Ejimako, approached the court to seek the reversal of the proscription. Kanu sought the court's declaration that IPOB proscription was illegal, as it was an organization composed of citizens of Nigeria, of the Igbo and other Eastern Nigerian ethnic groups professing the political opinion of self-determination. The IPOB leader prayed the court to declare his arrest and consequent detention and prosecution as illegal, unlawful, unconstitutional, and amounts to infringement of the applicant's fundamental human rights. So he urged the court to make a declaration that self-determination is not a crime and thus cannot be used as a basis to arrest, detain, and prosecute the applicant. He then prayed the court to compel the defendants to pay him 8 billion naira in damages for the physical, mental, emotional, and psychological trauma he was subjected to. Wow. I think that makes sense. So in his judgment on Thursday, Justice Onovo agreed with Kanu and declared IPOB proscription unconstitutional and illegal. He also ordered the defendant to pay him 8 billion naira damages and to tender a public apology to him through newspaper publications. Addressing journalists shortly after the judgment, Kanu's lawyer Ejimako said, "We are grateful that justice has prevailed over this matter since 2017. The court has reaffirmed the hopes of the common man in the judiciary. You have saved thousands of lives." Exactly. So what is happening here now is that Nnamdi Kanu has been set free by the court, and that they lifted ban on IPOB, declaring them as terrorists. That was done by the Southeast governor. So this is a case of a regional court case, Southeast regional court case. That is why I said it's not involving federal government for now. So this one now is that the lift on IPOB, the ban has been lifted from IPOB, so they are no longer a terrorist organization. And so, having secured this victory at the regional level, federal government to ride on it to also say these people are not terrorists, because from the history, it was when the Southeast governors declared IPOB terrorists. That was when federal government came and declared them terrorists as well. So now that the Southeast governors or the court in the Southeast has declared that these guys are not terrorists, okay, the federal government should also borrow leave and reverse whatever declaration they have made against the IPOB. That's one part. The second part, the defendants are the Southeast governors in this court case, and they are to pay Nnamdi Kanu 8 billion naira for the psychological torture, trauma, and all kinds of injustice and pain they have subjected him to. But are they ready to pay? And who will pay? Because it's Southeast governors, do we still have that group now? The David Omahi that was part of that case has now moved on to become a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Is he going to come back? Is the court going to drag him back? Okay, they're already enlisted as defendants in the case anyway. So all the defendants listed in that case are to put their heads together to make that payment or that compensatory payment. Okay, so that is the situation now. And with federal government borrow leave to declare that Nnamdi Kanu should be released because he's not a terrorist, or declare that IPOB is no longer a terrorist organization because it's a self-determination group. Will they follow suit? That is another big question to answer. Already, federal government of Nigeria has been known for not obeying rule of law. Federal government of Nigeria has been known for violating court orders, and they did that all the 8 years of Buhari in office. So what is Tinubu having in stock with respect to obeying rule of law? That we don't know now. But generally, they are supposed to release Nnamdi Kanu, they are supposed to obey court order, and they are supposed to let these people go. Already, this government has started by influencing the judiciary to their own advantage. So the question is, what benefit would that be to the populace, to the citizens of Nigeria? That is a very big question. Okay. So, but again, thanks to Barrister Ejimako for holding this case since 2017 till now. That's quite a long time. Okay. 2017 to 2023, that is 6 years. The case has been in the court for good 6 years, and Ejimako has been on it. The way Nigerian court case stays long sometimes baffles me. Case that could have been determined within 1 month, or even within 2 weeks, or even within 1 week, they will drag it for years. But if it is a common man now that probably stole orange in a local market, immediately the customary court will, within a matter of hours, they will reach justice. And case is closed and the person is prosecuted and sentenced. But again, when it comes to federal government, when it comes to strong political figures, nothing. Okay, case will drag on and drag on and drag on and drag on and drag on until the common man involved can no longer afford it, or until justice is perversed in favor of the influential person in the case. So how long are we going to continue running a judicial system like this? It's a terrible situation. But again, congratulations to Nnamdi Kanu, to Barrister Ejimako, to the IPOB group for this victory once again in a Nigerian court, a typical Nigerian court. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.